Chapter 7. Polling. Why they get it wrong. If polling asked for people's favourite coloured jelly bean, there would be no trouble answering honestly. The result would be as pollsters predicted. Beat and threaten people just because they want to vote a certain way, however, and those voters are unlikely to give an honest answer. There are mountains of studies and data about why political polling is often so far out. There is nothing complicated about it. Scaring the opposition away from providing honest answers is a priority for parties unsure of a win. In the US, the Democratic Party wanted to stop opposing party supporters from giving away their actual poll preferences. The reason was simple. If conservatives were reluctant to reveal their true leanings and the polling reflected this, the Democratic Party would look like the most popular party. Republican Party voters might still dominate particular polling locations or demographics, but the poll wouldn't show that. Those voters wouldn't show their hands until it was time to vote. Democrats hoped Republican Party voters would not bother to vote after seeing such a Democratic Party majority. They relied on the lead to encourage more Democratic Party voters to vote too. While the Democrats were bragging about how they were leading, they likely feared that might not have been the case. Keeping up attacks on Republican Party voters until the last votes were in was the only way to stop those voters from revealing their hands. It came as no surprise to many people when pollsters were proven wrong on Election Day. The pollsters probably knew the polling was wrong and were just playing along to assist the Democrats. The pollsters might have been happy to show Democrats were leading to keep conservatives from voting. Only a fool would believe that political polls would ever give a believable and accurate result. That said, the polls were up for Democrats in the 2020 election, but that was a completely different beast. Most prominent social media platforms and mainstream media suppressed anything concerning supposed voting irregularities. Once again, the left controlled the narrative. The major triumph was that, even under a constant barrage of attacks, Republican Party voters secured Donald Trump a victory in 2016. The Democrats had gotten ahead of themselves and dropped their guards. But they wouldn't drop their guards again. Both US and UK polling suffered the same injustice. Attacking people for expressing their views had become the norm. Many felt they couldn't openly express their opinions, and that was true. They couldn't. Not without the possibility of being physically or verbally abused, losing their jobs or having property damaged. The tolerant left and the Democrats had shown their viciousness and vindictiveness. Political polls should always be looked at as nothing more than propaganda. Unfortunately, many people will continue to look to polls and believe what they see. Everyone should ignore the pollsters and what anybody else says, voting instead for the person or party that they want.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.